You know, I hope this gives you a sense of why we're in Kenya and the impact that we're making there. Let me try to give our whole Kenya story some context. doTERRA has become the world's largest essential oil company. We've grown from being a fledgling startup that was bootstrapped by home equity loans of the founding executives to 10 years later being a $2 billion company with over 6 million customers and growing around the world at a rapid pace. You know, it's important to remember that in this success story that we are largely an agricultural company that is marketing plant-based products. To grow at a compound annual growth rate of 114% over 10 years with natural products takes a tremendous amount of planning, right? Today, as we look to the future, we see our growth rate continuing at a very rapid pace. And so we're doing a significant amount of planning for the time that doTERRA is not just a $3 billion or a $4 billion company, but is a $5 billion, a $10 billion, a $20 billion company. From an agriculture perspective, and knowing that we are 100% committed to only pure and efficacious products, we really have two options as we move forward. First, we could purchase large farms or partner with large commercial growers in the Western world to grow the plants that we need. We could get good oils by doing that, but the number of lives we would touch for the better would be minimal. The other option is to go to places like Kenya, where 85% of the farmland is farmed by smallholder farmers who farm just 5 acres or less, and thereby find ways to impact tens of thousands and even hundreds of thousands of lives. The first approach is easier, but the second is more meaningful. Yeah. Our dream is and always has been to grow the best and to help the most. Yes, because of our vision and dream of really changing the world one drop, one person, one community at a time, the decision for us is really quite simple. We're going to Kenya, we're going to Brazil, we're going to Russia, we're going to regions of Africa, India, Asia, the Americas, and even the islands of the Pacific, and we're developing plans and initiatives to continue to supply the best and to help the most. All right? Kenya's a key part of all this. The reality is that the millions of dollars we're investing in Kenya have really not yet yielded a significant return because our initiatives are new, they're forward-looking, and really few of our oils come from Kenya today. But as we look to the future, we plan to have more and more of our oils come from plants that are grown in regions of the world where we can get the best oil and help the most people. To help explain a bit more about what this means, please welcome to the stage Taylor McKay. Please welcome to the stage Taylor McKay of our strategic sourcing team, and Campbell Walter, one of our business partners with us in Kenya. So please welcome Taylor and Campbell. Thanks, Taylor. Thanks, Campbell.
Rory.
It's great to be with you. Let's start with Taylor. Taylor, welcome back to Utah.
Thank you.
A long time, right?
Yeah, it has.
How does it feel to be on this side of the world again?
Well, minus the jet lag.
Yeah.
No, it feels great to be back in Utah for a bit and to see that Kenya Rising video come together, telling all the stories and highlighting the projects that we've been working on for years is really rewarding. So thanks,
Yeah.
Thanks for having me.
Well, tell us more about what you're doing in Kenya and why Taylor now lives in Kenya and why it's such a prime place for doTERRA to invest in expanding our essential oil.
Well, as you know, Kenya is located directly on the equator and gets sunny weather all year long. The center of Kenya is actually at high altitude, which means that it maintains a really comfortable Mediterranean-type climate all year long, with cooler nights, moderate daytime temperatures. And then you've got the coast that's very hot, humid, and tropical. So those that were with us on the Presidential Diamond Trip last November, or those that are coming with us on our Co-Impact sourcing trip this year, can kind of see all these different areas where we're working and these various geographies. So you've got all these geographies on the equator, and they're really suited for different crops. And we're working in several places across the country where these essential oil crops really thrive. Many people may not know that Kenya is actually one of Europe's primary sources for exported flowers, fruits and vegetables, and other crops because it's such a great agricultural hotspot. So because of this, there's a lot of agricultural expertise and knowledge in the country that really allows us to leverage and build networks with skilled farmers and producers.
Yeah, it's really, really quite remarkable. And Taylor and our team there is doing a tremendous job. Tell us more about what we're doing in Kenya to support small-scale farmers through our co-impact sourcing initiatives.
Well, I mean, that's really the whole objective, as you articulated earlier, of working in Kenya. We're there to support small-scale farming communities and increase economic welfare in those areas. So we're currently working with over 1,700 farmers throughout the country, and we have plans to reach more than 5,000 farmers in the next 2 years. And to support these farmers, we have an amazing team of field officers I'm really grateful to work with. You got to meet Kigo a few days back. You saw a little bit of them in this video clip. These are wonderful people. They're trained agronomists. They're in the field every day on their motorcycles, providing training and support to our farmer groups.
Yeah, I've had the chance to meet some of these field officers. They support a group of about 150 or 170 farmers traveling on their motorcycles. So share a little bit more with us what they do to support the growers.
Well, some of the keys to successful smallholder farming projects are providing a guaranteed market, which doTERRA is able to do, and then providing all the structural and organizational support to really give these farmers what they need. So we've adopted some fun, innovative technologies and equipped our field officers with Android tablets and software so that when they visit their farmers, they can relay information back to the main office about GPS coordinates, details of crops, yield forecasts, rainfall, irrigation, etc., and record any challenges that they might be facing back to the office. All this data gives us a lot of information that we need to really support these farmers in their work.
Wow, that's amazing. I understand we're also providing financing to these farmers, which was highlighted a little bit in the video clip. Tell us a little bit more about that.
Yeah, so the great thing about what we're doing in Kenya is that we're able to fully control and influence kind of the whole aspect of the farmer experience. And as you know, smallholder farmers work hard. And it's been my experience around the world that the world's poorest people are often the hardest working. They work hard, but they just lack opportunity. They lack money to invest in their future. So as was highlighted earlier in the video, when I was talking with one of our geranium farmers, Margaret, it's often super difficult for a farmer to come up with the cash necessary to buy all the seedlings and inputs that are required to grow essential oils. So we've created a large revolving credit fund that operates on a microfinance model where we're giving farmers seedlings and inputs on credit, and we allow them to pay off those loans over several harvests. We're starting with asset financing right now, and we'll soon start giving cash loans to qualified farmers next year. You know, it's been my experience all over the world and in Kenya that if you give farmers a real opportunity with the right support, they take it seriously. People want to change. People want to improve themselves. And I think we've created a really great program here that allows farmers to do that.
That's amazing. Yeah, it is amazing. You know, in addition to the credit, the video clip highlighted our payment process where we're paying farmers now within 24 hours, soon to be instantly, right?
Yeah.
They get the money right now, right? Straight to their phones. They get the information right now, and that boosts the confidence of their farmers and their neighbors that doTERRA is serious in what we're doing. It's interesting to me to learn of my recent visit there that now the growers are being paid. Their friends and neighbor farmers also want to participate. So, are you guys ready to scale up the growth in Kenya?
Totally.
Let's do it.
Great. So, one more area we're excited about with these farmers. Tell us a little bit more about this other area.
Well, many of the farmers that we're working with, particularly on the coastal regions, are actually squatters who don't have legal tenure or access to their own land. So it's a big project, a big plan, but we're working to help them purchase their own tracts of land legally, and so they can pass that on to future generations.
Well, thank you very much, Taylor. It's amazing. We appreciate all that you do, and good luck keeping the lions and elephants away from your kids, okay? All right.